Okay, we're here live at Panera Bread, where I just got treated to a salad, and I actually ate the bread, a little bit of the bread. And with us is Mr. Randy Cunningham, and he's going to talk to us about his time at the Noble Road dump site. So tell me, you brought me down here to interview me.
Yes.
What was it about? You wanted to know about the Noble Road dump site, but you've been a part of the protesting.
Well, the reason I brought you down here is that I'm working on a book on small grassroots environmental activism, and I wanted to talk to Gerald about his his activist background and how he saw the Noble Road dump. Because I've been interviewing people now for probably about 6 years or so, and I'll tell you, there's a lot of similarities between people around the country and on very many sites to the people that are suffering for the Noble Road dump. Basically what you've got is a situation where it doesn't matter whether you're talking about mountaintop removal coal mining in West Virginia, or for instance a lead smelter in my native area in Missouri. There is a decision that's made by powerful people that there are people and there are places that are expendable. It doesn't matter what happens to them, as long as the powerful are able to go and make their money and wield their power. And so the situation with the Noble Road dump may be unique in its own way to East Cleveland, but it is in no way unique to what's happening all over the country.
Tell me your observation of the Noble Road dump. To somebody who hasn't seen it, tell me when you first came on board.
Oh my God, that was my response to it. Now, it's amazing that this dump is plopped right down by a residential street. Most of the people on the street appear to be homeowners and all, but they are in a situation where they're never going to get any money out of their house. They're never going to be able to afford to move because you have got this incredible mountain of just junk. It's under the guise of recycling, but that doesn't pass the laugh test. And this mountain of trash looms anywhere from 2 to 3 stories high above the neighboring houses and the street. And you go in there and you can't spend any time at all on Noble Road without feeling like you have like you've smoked 2 packs of cigarettes. I spent an afternoon there before, and I had this little cough, almost like a smoker's cough, for it seems to me like it was almost a month afterwards. So you picture the people that are right by this, day in, day out, week after week, month after month, for the past probably about 2 or 3 years.
So what you're telling me is that
it's a crime.
You got sick.
Yeah, it's a crime scene. It's a crime scene.
Now, the Mayor Gary Norton Jr. and the Council President Thomas Wheeler have told the people who live on Noble Road that they're crazy because there is no smell, there is no dust. Now, were those 2 things that they said, was the Mayor Gary Norton Jr. and Council President Thomas Wheeler, were they telling the people of Noble Road the truth?
No, they were the ones that are nuts. the mayor and the council president. They're the ones that have lost their minds if they think that there is nothing wrong over at Noble Road. Noble Road is one of the worst places in all of Cuyahoga County. I think that the only time that I've seen anything that even comes close to Noble Road dump might be mountaintop removal coal sites in West Virginia, as far as just being this huge site with these mountains of debris that are poisoning the people 5 different ways.
Now you've had me come out to a couple of the functions, but we didn't talk about the group that you're with. Can you tell the people the group that you're with?
Well, I'm with 2 groups actually. I'm a member of the Northeast Ohio Sierra Club, and I am also a member of the Cleveland Environmental Action Network.
So how do people want to get involved? How can they reach you, or what should they do?
They can go to, we have Facebook sites on that are available, and you can just go to the Northeast Ohio Sierra Club site or the Cleveland Environmental Action Network, CLEAN, and get in touch with us. I think what's important about Noble Road, and it's kind of disheartening that we haven't been able to do much more than we have, is that this is an example of a direction that the environmental movement needs to go into, being concerned about urban neighborhoods that are just being raped by these dumps, by lead paint pollution. And this dump isn't the only source of pollution there. You have a steady stream of big, heavy trucks coming up to the site, roaring down Noble Road, leaving dust and debris and diesel pollution. And diesel pollution is one of the worst things that can happen to you. It's one of the worst things you can breathe in because it's very small particulate matter, and it can lead to lung cancer and all kinds of other stuff. And besides that, that constant traffic is another little peace of mind that is being removed from the residents of Noble Road. The residents of Noble Road are under siege. They're under siege by the Noble Road dump. They're under siege by the traffic, and they're under siege by the fact that regulatory agencies and their own local government seem either uninterested or unable to do anything about this. And it really shows that, I'm in favor of regulation and all, but you've got to go and see what the limits of regulation are.